First off, rest in peace, neighborhood nip. I ain't crip, but I'm on that neighborhood shoot. Building business, it's that black owned. If you hustle, better hustle till your pack gone. If you work, better work till your back hurt. And if you rap, make it better than your last verse. Yeah, more lyrics.
AJ, El Presidente, Eddie Kane University. Hill gon' heal, regardless. You, Buchanan, Bethel High School, by way of 3-Man Weave, LLC.
Michelle, producer, based over here.
You can catch this wave from the Marlins to the Mariners. Doing things you can't believe. It's the 3-Man Weave.
What's good, everybody? You already know who it is. We back with a brand new episode 125. It's your favorite pod's favorite pod.
Mm-hmm.
3 favorite guys. You got Cannon, and with me as always, I got...
You already know who it is. It's your boy Hill. Hill gonna heal regardless. Baby, let's get it.
Let's get it.
And you already know you got your guy AJ. I had low-key been drunk since 6 o'clock.
Wow.
So this is gonna be interesting.
That's pretty impressive that I just found that out. So you did good backstage.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. So I was watching the finale of Squid Games. And next thing I know, I woke up with like 10 seconds left. And I'm like, oh shit, I got a pod tonight. So I missed like 30 minutes of Squid Games, but I made it just in time. So
Hey.
I am not liable for anything that is said here tonight.
Oh, your shit about to get leaked. You ain't gotta worry about it. You ain't gotta worry about it. But till
It
then,
ain't the
y'all,
first time I done got leaked.
I know y'all can catch us on all major podcast platforms. 3-Man Weave, Instagram, Twitter, 3-Man Weave _. You can email us at podcast.3.man.weave@gmail.com. We also on TikTok and Twitch, 3-Man Weave _. And let's get right into it, man.
There's a lot to talk about.
No need to delay it. You already got your shit leaked.
So who we gonna talk about?
We gonna start off with your boy John Gruden, man.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, Cannon, this is your boy, because we had a whole argument about your mans.
Not about his personal life or his character.
We only talked about football. That's all.
Yeah, so let's get that clear. So anything that I ever vouched for him for was X's and O's. Period. But I think it was Maya Angelou who said it. You know, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. So it is what it is. And y'all know, Hill, you personally know I've been a firm believer in that. Like, if somebody shows me something, that's what I run with. So it's like, I believe in reality. So it's like, if you have emails going back to then, it's confirmed, bro. And just imagine all the stuff you said without emails or behind closed doors. So it is what it is, man. And I take the same sentiment as Lewis, man, on Monday Night Football. Man, when they broke the news on Monday night, he was disgusted because he's a former player, and it's just the fact that you done smiled in my face and done all of that. But just I can only now imagine the things that you said behind my back. If I'm a former player of yours that's African American or whatever, my outlook on life is, and you feel that way. So he grimy dude. The Grudens, once Jay Gruden left, I that kind of put a stain on the Grudens for me anyway, because I just didn't like how he handled his time and his tenure in Washington. But I feel like it's a family thing, man. I could see that. There were a lot of veteran players who had run-ins with Jay Gruden and talked about his personality like that, and it's like only makes sense, man.
Remember when his text messages leaked when he wanted to fight the player? I forgot what player it was.
I remember that. He says
DJ Swanger.
Yeah. And DJ Swanger tried to see. He said, "I'm trying to tell y'all."
He warned you about them damn Grudens.
I think it was crazy. I think the funny thing about this whole thing that this is our first time talking about this. Like when the news broke, we laughed it off, we brushed it off, and we didn't really, dive too much into it. And it's like, but then more was revealed. It was like, yeah, we got to talk about it now. Go ahead, AJ.
Yeah.
My thing is, first off, when the initial news broke, where my mind went is like, okay, if you sending this in the email, you are extremely comfortable, and I know you saying way more.
Way more.
Because Cannon, remember what I've always told you about giving people the benefit of the doubt?
Yeah.
So for me, it's just like, okay, if you can say that further lets me know you say way worse when you don't have a paper trail, when there's nobody else to hear things, or when you just around your friends.
Yeah.
So when I hear your, apathetic, press conference, and you say, the number one key word, I don't have a racist bone in my body. That's when I know you
got plenty more racist bones in
like, okay, you may not have a racist bone, but your spirit is racist than a motherfucker. You was
to the core.
Your spirit is Candyland. Because you ain't got no bone, but it's your spirit. So I I don't have a racist bone in my body is up there with I don't see color and I have a black friend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just that language to kind of like quell the, hey, it's just a mistake. And
I didn't even listen. I didn't even listen to his apology, man.
And my whole thing is, he said it because like, oh, I was upset and this and that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that says a lot about you. It's like drunk people. Like,
how many times have we been upset about and wanted Demore Smith fired?
Yeah, but
we ain't never went there with it.
What killed me is he say that's what I call liars. Nah, you know what I call a liar?
Groove.
A liar. I don't call them Michelin lips. You feel me? Like if I think you're a liar, I'll be like, that motherfucker's a liar. When you start throwing insults, that's when you start getting your feelings involved, and that's how you feel behind that truth and behind the message you're trying to deliver. And another thing that I hate, when someone's giving an apology, I never intended to hurt anybody. That's the biggest cop out in the world.
Because you intentionally intended it to hurt somebody. You just never thought that person would hear it.
You know what my grandma told me? Intentions pave the way to hell. Because everybody talk about their intentions and I never intended. But you never intended to get caught. That's what it was. True. You never intended that this shit was gonna come out.
That's what it was.
You intended, like you meant to say this. You wanted to say this. Yeah. Like you wanted to say this, and it's the same thing how I be saying about those college coaches, how they be talking about the players, and when they get in trouble, they're supposed to be men, but when it's time to get compensated and stuff, they're just children.
Yeah,
you are compensated. You are on a 10-year, $100 million contract. You are the king of coach speak. You are known to choose your words wisely. Coaches don't give up shit that easy. So, to me, yeah, you didn't intend to hurt anyone. Yeah, because you didn't think you was gonna get caught. Same reason why when somebody cheat, they don't cheat. Like, they don't apologize for cheating. They apologize for getting caught. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I never meant to hurt you. No, I never meant to hurt you because I didn't think I was gonna get caught. I didn't think it was gonna come to light.
I mean, once again, he was having a private conversation with somebody he was comfortable with having a private conversation with.
That makes them both. That makes them both racist.
I'm not excoriating Bruce Allen either. I'm just saying, I you know how I feel about private conversations being leaked. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If I felt the same way about when Rachel Nichols' conversation got leaked, I'm gonna feel the same way.
But this time it's on work email, so it's not private.
And that's where they messed up at.
And that's what I was about to say. Like, if you that
so it's a clear difference, like you said. Thank you.
Because it's a whole bunch of shit that I may say to my coworkers if we go out and grab a drink.
Yep.
I will not send.
No email.
I will not. I won't send it to my coworkers in my personal email or text.
Mm-hmm.
And and it's not even something where it's just like it's super spicy, but it's decorum. It's the proper decorum. Like, I'm not about to exchange this information to you
for no reason.
You know what I'm saying? And so to me,
if you get that comfortable, like AJ said,
to be that comfortable with the people that you're sharing it with, bro, they were sharing topless women on a professional server.
You know.
You feel what I'm saying?
Good old boys.
Because
let's get to
the and before we leave this, I do want to say
we ain't going nowhere.
Okay, so but I just want to do a tangent real quick. Like the investigation with the Washington football team, and the cheerleaders feeling uncomfortable, having to pose topless, and all of that stuff.
That's outrageous, bro.
For the NFL, like that NFL front office, y'all got some shit to answer too. But we not finna leave this point on Gruden. So
I think it's bigger than Nino Brown. Like,
oh yeah, it's bigger than Nino Brown, baby.
I just don't. I got a devil's advocate question though.
Okay.
If he wasn't it happened in 2011 when he wasn't a coach. He was an employee of ESPN. He was just calling the game. Like, so he's having, private. He's having banter with his friends. He's not a coach. He's not employed by the NFL technically. So, whose fault is it that they didn't do a background check when he was rehired? I mean, answer this for me. I don't know.
That's not a standard background check, and just but it's unfortunate.
So
his stuff came up in another investigation, but it's like, hey,
you get fired? Do you do yes. on a regular job? If they find something,
yeah.
You get that's what I wanted to know.
Yeah,
because I don't know. I ain't got no skeletons in my closet.
Right.
You better not.
I'm not going to answer that. But what I'm going to say is, think about it like
no skeletons to get me fired. That's what I'm saying.
A regular job, same thing. So look, regular job.
Think about it. Like you get a job. They do your background check and everything like that, and you working, doing everything. You're a great employee. He wasn't even a great employee, but you're doing things great. And then they find out, hey, bro, you got like we found some evidence that you have been involved in a domestic violence case, and they came up against you.
Yeah,
that's new. That's a new discovery that they couldn't find. So that's still a fireable offense. We didn't like that. That wasn't uncovered. So your ass can get gone.
That's what I wanted to know.
And it don't even have to be that serious. It could be old Twitter or Facebook posts that could get you fired from your job. That could have been prior to your job.
Exactly.
You could have had your settings on private. You could have taken it off or friended a few of your coworkers. They got back to the wrong people. They look back and say, hey, this not. And there's nothing you can do because all of these corporations have, especially if you're in corporate America, have all of these, most of the employment now is at will. Nobody really has a contract like how it used to be. In a lot of corporate America jobs, most jobs now are at will employment, which means at a drop of a dime, they could leave you, man.
Just like Chris said, is it at will establishment?
Hey, and that's the thing. And so that's where I actually have another problem.
Okay.
Because we always talk about this good old boys club. And this is an at will establishment. You have your contracts and all that stuff, but they can get rid of you when they want to. And they can build a case with cause. And as I had an issue and I addressed Michael Barbecue or whatever his name is, talking about the Raiders handled this well. No, the fuck they didn't.
No.
Because they had all this information prior to. They had all this information prior to the game. They had all this information, even when DeMaurice Smith, that email surfaced. and he had to answer to that email.
Mm-hmm.
And they talking about, oh, go ahead, do your apology and all that shit. But then when everything else came out, that's when they like, all right, this backlash is about to get too much. Go ahead and take a step back and resign. No, fire him.
Mm-hmm.
Fire him. Why are you trying to allow him to save face and say, hey, so I won't be a distraction? I'm gonna step away. No, this is a fireable offense. When it comes to the NFL, if all the stuff that you actually truly say you believe in, you're fighting for, equality and equity. You got in racism on the back of helmets. You got all these fucking sayings. You got motherfuckers singing the black national anthem before games and shit. You telling me that, oh, George Floyd was a turning point in our society.
Mm-hmm.
Then why this should be something that you shouldn't stand for.
But then none of that mattered Friday.
But
that's my point.
Because
that's what I'm saying. None of that mattered Friday.
Here's the one point, and y'all are not gonna like this, but the fact you said it is good old boys. So it's like they have an oath amongst each other to protect each other until they no longer can, bro.
No.
You see what I'm saying? No, I know exactly what you're gonna say, but I'm telling you, they do, bro. And that is why they are following the good old boys protocol by saying apologize first. I'm trying to do everything I can, but ultimately you messed this up, is what he's saying, behind closed doors. And once it got too bad, I have to let you go. I'm not saying that this is correct, AJ.
I'm not saying that this is correct. I'm not about to refute your point at all. I'm about to add to
that
it.
Is
I'm about to dig a little. I'm about to dig a little deeper.
That is what's happening right there. And look, Mark said it, and that's how it goes, bro.
You ain't getting no rebuttal from me. Like you say, we seen this movie, and that's why I say we seen this movie before.
And let me tell you this. Let me Eric say.
Yeah. So I'm going to tell you like this. I agree with what you're saying, Cannon, where it's the good old boys club and they're going to back each other and they're going to protect each other.
Mm-hmm.
But the good old boys club, when it comes to black people, they're not scared of us. They can handle our backlash.
Duh.
When it comes to when it expands, that's when they like, all right, shit.
That's
what a little bit too much,
bro. And that's what I just said.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm not finna. That's why I said I'm not finna disagree with your point. And so I will understand. It's like, hey, look, yeah. They when the shit come out about DeMaurice Smith, oh, it was a separated incident. I've grown, I've matured. When Josh Allen had those tweets, I've grown and I've matured. When Riley Cooper said his shit, oh, I've grown, I've matured, I've seeked help and stuff like that. But when you start coming out and you start saying anti-Semitic stuff, homophobic stuff, misogynistic stuff, that's when it becomes a fireable offense. Because remember what Bob McNair said? We cannot let
those groups,
the prisoners run the asylum.
But those groups that you named, they have unity, and that is the difference, bro.
But here's my thing.
That's what we gotta have to make people.
Those groups have unity, but also think about it. Like when it comes to LGBTQ,
they organize, and that's what I'm saying.
They organize, but it's like there's actually black people in this group too.
How about this? That's why.
When it comes to women's rights, there's black women in these things too.
That's Chappelle's whole point.
That's not where it solely matters. And that, like you said, that's where Chappelle was spot the fuck on.
That's his whole point.
As long as you are, not branching out into these other groups, you good.
But why can't? But this is my thing. I'm going to push a step further. Why can't we, as the black community, organize, bro?
I hate that term. Also, black community, because it
I didn't even want to say that to him.
No. I know. It's
but
just
I was forced to say
it's just something that like triggers me because it's very like dehumanizing. Because it doesn't make it seem like we're like, it just makes it seem like we're just like thrown here instead of like we're actually people. We're separate entities. We're not monolithic.
Bro,
we all have separate thinking.
Let's not get sidetracked, bro.
Okay, you're right.
Why can't we not organize, bro? Because if we were organized,
people are scared.
But if we organized, though, people would be scared. That would have been a fireable offense right away. You see what I'm saying? Right away, they would have said, we're afraid to lose the black dollar if you say that. And that's what it is. Other people have figured out how to take their dollar away. You see what I'm saying? Baby, case in point. We'll block the venues. We ain't gonna come. All of that. People start taking them off. It's the dollar, bro. So, but what we do, we still buy stuff from people who we know don't like us. Mm-hmm. When Tommy Hilfiger said what he said,
it's true though.
His stock went up.
Yeah, but I was about to say that shit wasn't even true, but he still like profited off of it.
But it's a fact. But it's a fact. He did not make it close for us. You feel me?
It don't even matter. Pick another designer. It's the same.
It's the
same thing. You know.
Thank you. With H&M, they did the little monkey thing, and black people still shopping there. So it's like that, and that's what I mean. So it's like, why can't we organize? Why can't it be like, yo, H&M did that? They canceled.
This is a science. H&M doing the monkey. John Gruden got Spider 2Y banana.
And that's been his favorite play for years.
For years. And that's an inside joke, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Now,
banana? So he been throwing that shit in our face this whole time? Spider 2Y banana? Come on, man.
Somebody get Tony Dungy on the line. Somebody get Tony Dungy on the line. Somebody get Tony Dungy on the line right now. We need Tony Dungy on the line right now. Tony Dungy, I know you're the best coach. That was your championship, brother. That was your championship, brother. That was your championship, brother. Let's say it again. Let's get Tony
Donations
Dungy on the line, brother. Like, well, come on now, but like you said, Spider 2Y banana is been an inside joke for the live.
All jokes aside, bro, we are $1 trillion spending economy.
All jokes aside,
we could cancel H&M and whoever their parent company is easily if we all just said, that's it. We don't spend another dime there.
You know what's crazy?
I never shopped there anyway, so let's be clear from that standpoint.
You know what side I'm always on. I'm always on the side of solidarity. I may not even agree with some of the points, but if that's the side that we picking, I'm gonna ride with that side. We can talk. We can discuss it in private, just whatever. But in public, we all together. They could have got John Gruden fired Saturday if they wanted to. All the black players say, "Look, we ain't playing
on the team."
Well, here's my thing.
We've seen college teams do it.
Remember what did the black players say on Saturday when this shit came out? Oh, he's grown. He hasn't shown me any of that. People can change and all of that shit. Everybody can change when it comes to getting canceled. When it comes to black people, but the moment you say something else, that's when everybody get up in arms. That's been black people's biggest downfalls. We such an empathetic and forgiving people.
But that's because we're not organized. We need some organization so that we can help those ones. There should be people supporting gullible people like that.
It's by design, Cannon, because it's a fear tactic.
But why can't we break this, bro?
I'm gonna tell you why. Anyone who has been able to, rally and start to gain solidarity and get black people,
they get killed.
Mobilizing. They get killed, and they get killed in a very graphic and public manner. You look at Fred Hampton. Fred Hampton was in his 20s, and what did they do? You look at Malcolm X. You look at like Martin Luther King. All of these things have like legit court documents filed by the government that they were involved in their murders, and nobody fucking cares.
Yeah.
Like we just look at this shit like, damn, the government really killed Martin Luther King. Oh, let's give him a holiday. Are you fucking serious?
That's pretty much what they just did. Damn, he just said some disrespectful stuff about DeMaurice Smith. I don't really like him anyway. It is what it is.
That's my thing.
You know.
And so,
but my whole thing, but like you said, what you say about what the black players say? Oh, he don't say that to me. He didn't do that to me. Carl Nassabaz is distraught. And why is that? So you mean to tell me one damn player out of a 53-man roster, and I ain't even counting the practice squad.
I'm about to say it's more than that.
You know what I'm saying? 53-man roster. Like, at this practice squad, only one person is just so distraught that he just so upset. You know
by himself, bro.
Who is he by himself, Cannon? Or is he part of an organized community? You just said it.
And we don't, and honestly,
and I'm not even mad at Carl.
We don't know that he's by himself, first and foremost. But what we do know is he wasn't the first one to be disrespected. And that's the thing. When John Gruden said that shit about DeMaurice Smith 10 years ago, or however long the fuck it was, and it didn't come out, and all the players, they see that and was just like, oh, you know what? Hey, he ain't said nothing like that to me. Of course he hasn't said nothing like that to you. You know the fuck why? Because he profits off of you. He benefits off of you.
And
you are his,
and like he's not. Like that's not what they do.
Yeah, that's
he didn't say it. Yeah. He didn't say it to DeMaurice Smith neither.
Exactly.
He said it to somebody else.
And he wouldn't.
He wouldn't say that shit to DeMaurice Smith.
But look, man, we spending too much time on Gruden.
Hold on.
No, the fuck we not. We ain't finna just let him off the hook. He can get this whole episode if he wants to.
Bro. I wanna get on some real stuff. Keyshawn knew. Yeah, listen, Keyshawn
that's
Johnson.
Why I want to get before we leave. I want to get on this.
Ben knew. He on the sideline. He had enough of Gruden's shit, bro. And he said, "I don't care." I thought Keyshawn Johnson was a model player up until that point. You feel me? Yeah, he liked to celebrate and stuff like that. But I was like, dang, Keyshawn blowing up at a coach, and it all made sense, bro. It all made sense.
And Keyshawn didn't just wait to say stuff now.
He been saying
when Keyshawn came out and said what he said, he was like, yeah. Like, I wasn't just saying this just because. I have been telling y'all something ain't right with this dude this entire time. Nobody wanted to listen. Y'all wanted to put me into the diva category, and that further pushed the narrative of diva wide receivers. And so now it was T.O., Keyshawn Johnson, Chad Johnson, etc. When in actuality, Key was saying, hey, something's not right. It's a reason why he's not drawing me up. It's a reason why he's not doing these certain things for me. It's a reason why he talks about me the way he talks about me. So Keyshawn Johnson is not just speaking up right now. And so I was about to say Warren Sapp. Yeah.
But it's the thing about it. But the thing about it, we do realize that we're talking about an average coach, right?
That's why I said that, bro.
But that's my point, man. But that's my point,
Hill. What did we say when he got the job?
He never deserved that.
We all agreed on that.
But what I'm saying is he's a media darling. The media will portray him like he Vince Lombardi. You feel what I'm saying?
I know.
And that's why they didn't believe Keyshawn. That's why they didn't believe Warren Sapp. That's why they didn't believe some of these people, because he was put on the pedestal like he was so damn great. They love checking. Like you said, they love him.
But they're never gonna believe the worker in any situation.
I'm just saying, when you put on the pedestal and you're portrayed in a certain light, in a certain image, and then versus somebody else that got they got a little.
I mean, but Chucky is a bad. So it's like he living up to it. So it's like we just didn't believe it. They told us the truth.
You ain't want to.
Yeah. Put it right in our face, and it goes back to what I said. And I quote Maya Angelou again: when someone shows you who they are, believe him. He's been Chucky the whole time, bro.
That was one of the top 5 things you ever said to me in my life. When you said how many times a dude got a lie to you before he alive, and if they told me, You know what I'm saying? I ain't meet you that. I ain't know you that long, but once you said that, I'm like, oh, this might be the realest dude ever. But go ahead, move on where you want to go.
I mean, I'm just going with, you know. So it's like we made our predictions for the Wilder fight.
We did.
Wilder Fury. I don't even know why I said the Wilder fight, but the Wilder Fury fight. Mm-hmm. And we're 100% spot on. But I did want to and I posted this in a Facebook group, so a lot of people probably know this already. But I was disappointed in this corner, man. And also disappointed in the referee. I don't know what was the last round, but the last round and definitely the round prior, I would have stopped that fight. Yeah, every now and then he was getting a good blow in, but he was completely hurt, bro. I'm not about to watch a fighter be bleeding out of his ear. And you clearly see it's heart, surely the heart of a champion that's keeping him going. Mm-hmm. But it's like, this man could be a vegetable. Like that's what happened to Muhammad Ali and them. People let them stay in there too long, and this ain't welterweights. You see what I'm saying? That's 275 hitting him, and that's the second time that he's bled out the ear. When have you ever seen somebody bleed out the ear before in boxing? I'll wait. And it's not a normal thing.
It's not. I'm with you, Cannon, but I'm putting way more emphasis on this corner.
I'm with you 100%.
Because as the ref, the ref, you kind of want to be like, let me do this. But I appreciate the ref not giving him that count on that last knockout where he's just like, nah, this is it.
The last one, I knew it.
Because a lot of people were saying like, nah, they were saying you owe Deontay Wilder that count to allow him to get up. Where it's just like, no, I'm like, okay, I can't do
that. Boy was done.
To me, the ref is the last resort. To me, your corner is where you're like. To me, that's like your corner is where, hey, okay, I'm gonna allow you some leeway, but if it gets too bad, I love you and I'm going to protect you.
Yeah, and I feel like that's where care for me.
I feel like that's where his corner let him down, and I think his corner was afraid because of what he said from the last fight. But to me, it's like, no, you're my fighter. Like, I love you, bro.
Yeah,
like, I train you. I work with you every single day, and I'm going to allow you to show me every single thing that you got. But at some point, it's just like, okay, I know who you are, and I know you're going to give your all. But your all is not going to get it done, and he's just going to continue to beat your ass until nothing else can happen. We need to stop this, and nobody's going to think any less than you than if you get knocked out.
That last right.
If I throw the towel, if I throw the towel in one round before he got knocked out, no one's going to think, oh, this wasn't a great fight. People are going to say this is a great fight because
it was a great fight.
You still knocked him down twice. You still were gassed and you were still putting up a fight. But then it was almost like, hey, bro, you are an extreme power puncher. Your right hand is dynamite, and like it's not going to do it.
Yeah.
Like how
you need a left hook, bro.
How gassed you are right now is not going to do it. And I have to save you. I have to save you, and if we want to continue your career after this,
facts,
and actually be something, I have to save you.
I don't know if I don't want to see dude in the ring, bro, unless we called it, and you said it. You at first he had you a little bit sold. You said that we talked about his training, and I mean, which we did, and it was just like we thought. It was just like we analyzed.
His jab, early, start throwing the jab, but then he
threw more, but it still wasn't a silky smooth jab. It wasn't snapping. It was stiff, but he don't have anything else off of the jab. Most right-handed fighters, their knockout punch is a left hook because you're looking for my right hand because you know that's my power hand. So the defense of that's what's going to be open for me, the left hook, which is why most conventional boxers or orthodox boxers have a good left hook, man. And he just don't have. And there was so many exchanges where I said, dang, if he just had a left hook, he could have got the better of that exchange. But he just like AJ said, he only have the 1-2.
Y'all better than me. Y'all better than me. And if on your stance about the ref, he was in a tricky situation. I lean to y'all expertise. Y'all know that towards boxing. The ref was in a tricky situation because it seemed like every time Wilder was knocked out, he came back with a right and kind of made it respectable. It's like, oh, he might got a chance. He dropped them, when he was knocked out one time. So it's like, damn, the ref is giving him a chance.
And that's why I say I don't fault the ref, because after a real bad round from a fighter and the ref lets him go to the corner, the ref will literally walk to your corner and say, you have to show me something or I'm going to stop it. And every single, if the ref sees you and you just even if you just got the earmuffs on and you just taking punches, refs will step in and okay, that's enough. Even if you're not necessarily getting hit flush. Deontay Wilder, he was still kind of parrying some stuff. He was still kind of weaving some stuff, but the stuff that he was catching was getting him flush. And it was really you're getting hit by a man that's 277 pounds. That's really what it comes down to.
I ain't debating that at all. And I hear you loud and clear. And
I agree with you.
I watch the fight. But we just see, think about it. And I see the comments too. Everybody's agreeing with you all. And like I said, I agree with y'all. But it's in a tough situation. He just fired his last trainer because of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So these people in this corner is thinking the same thing. The dude in front of me that got the job before me got fired for stopping this fight.
But you gotta
So if the bank give me key instructions, say don't stop this fight. I don't give a damn if I die in here. Do not stop this fight. I understand what y'all would do, and I say I love you. I gotta stop the fight.
He get it.
It's not the fight. I'm not debating that part. It's just the fact that you sitting in that sticky situation. Like, damn, I'm thinking in the back of my head, he just fired the last trainer, bro. He might have told me, bro, I got 4 fights left, bro, and those 4 fights might set me for the rest of my life. It's like I may have to follow instruction, bro. It's like you feel what I'm saying? Like you in a tough situation. What you're saying. It's not just easy. It's just let's stop the fight. That's all I'm contesting.
So all I'm gonna say is it's kind of like in our fantasy football leagues. The number one rule is integrity.
Mm-hmm.
Don't compromise integrity. And for me, this is about integrity. It's not about the finances.
I love that you said that, man.
It's not about what you can potentially get, because if I don't stop the fight and you say let me die in the ring, and you say, and you've already told me you still got 4 or 5 fights left, and then I let you die in the ring, I'm never gonna work again because I let my fighter die. You get what I'm saying?
I agree.
So no, I get what you. I know you agree. So that's but all I'm saying is you can't be thinking like, okay, he told he fired his last trainer.
You cannot think like that, bro.
Because he stopped him. That's like
he said it at the press conference too. That's like another reminder. Like, y'all see who I got behind me now. They ain't stopping this fight.
That's like in Varsity Blues when Billy Bob was getting all them damn concussions, and he sent Billy Bob out there to protect his quarterback. Billy Bob passed out, and his quarterback tore his ACL. And then he started to blame Billy Bob. No, it's not Billy Bob's fault. You were so caught up in your record and winning that you were just sending your best players out there and you were not protecting your players. And then your player was hurt. Your player was fucked up. And then it all came crumbling down because he couldn't go no more.
Yeah.
And now everybody resents you. Everybody hates you. Everybody's trying to push you out because you didn't make the good decision. You didn't make that decision that's going to protect people in the now.
Yeah. And
so to me, that's why I say his corner had to stop that, bro.
Because
because if we want that fight with Anthony Joshua, we want a fight where it's
that's the least of our concern, bro.
Exactly. And here.
But look,
I'll put it to you like this. Everybody was like, you know what? Well, let me preface it. Boxing is vicious. Boxing is a gladiator sport.
Mm-hmm.
Boxing is the ultimate mano y mano sport. You can die in this ring.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get extremely hurt, you don't come back the same.
But I think
Tell me about Pacquiao
bro.
before he got knocked out and after.
Bro,
It's night and day in the style.
But it's
So
the integrity piece,
no, I know,
you
I get it.
said.
Hold on, let me just finish this point. So you see how what happens when you just like take this devastating. It's like it's a devastating injury, just like in any sport. You tear, all three ligaments in your knee in football, or like Alex Smith or something. And people are saying like, is he even ever going to play again? When you take these devastating, punishing knockouts, it's like, are you ever going to be able to be the same? Because when you go into a boxing match, you can't worry about, I can't get knocked out like the last time. You can't go in there thinking like, am I going to get hurt?
For his corner, bro. And so to Hill, what Hill was saying is like, he thinking about what his corner said last time, and you saying you got to have integrity. And my number one thing that I was going to say is like, bro, what Omar from The Wire said, a man got to have a code, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And so me as a boxing trainer, the head man in the corner, I don't give a damn what you saying in the media or anything about a fight stoppage. When I take a fighter on, I'm making the call. And if I ain't making a call, then I ain't the head person in this corner. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you got kids, Wilder, you have a family, and I'm taking response for that. And like AJ said, my career is on the line as well. If I let you die in this ring just because you said, I want to go out on my shit, I'm a warrior, that's just talk, bro. That's bravado. You really do not want to die in this damn ring. Because so I don't care what you said. I'm looking out for you as a human, man. Like you said, for your well-being as a brother, because now we have some camaraderie from working, from being in camp together. I'm not letting you go out like that. And I don't care what you say to me here or what happened to the last man. Listen, if you fire me,
you can fight me later. You can fight me later.
And then I'm still gonna get more jobs, bro.
That's why they're gonna
say, listen, Hill was getting his ass whipped. It ain't my fault. I'm just saying, like, if it was you, if you was in there like Wilder and you was getting whipped, it's not my fault if I stop it, bro.
We ain't gonna put
I'm
that
gonna
in the
get
universe.
Jobs after that. You feel me?
Universe canon. We ain't put that in the universe. You gonna get an ass whipped.
But I'm just saying,
you ain't gonna try to stop. Nah, what we ain't gonna do?
I ain't letting you go out like Wilder. Yeah, so then you ain't gonna have to worry about it. But I ain't letting you go out like Wilder.
Put that in the universe.
What do we
feel me? No matter who it is, it could be me, bro, and it could be AJ as the trainer, bro. He's not gonna let me go out like that, bro.
What do we say
I don't want to go out like that, regardless of what I'm saying. That's talk, bro.
What do we say about good football coaches?
You gotta go in with that mentality. You
gotta protect them from themselves.
You have
to, man. This is what it comes down to.
You have to, bro. And so, a man gotta have a code. You cannot look. You cannot be a trainer if you're a head trainer if you're not gonna be able to make the call to throw in the towel.
AB don't want this smoke. I'm telling you, bro.
Period.
He in jail, bro.
That's what I'm saying. He ducking me. He ducking me. My people reached out. And the fans found him.
Hey, AB said, "Man, I'm gonna just take this charge. I ain't trying to fight Hill, yo.
Taking the charge better than dealing with Hill. Hey, making Hill, right? I don't know what can to talk about. Hill getting his ass. Well, don't ever hypothetical Hill. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, man, it could have been me, bro. You missing the point, man. It don't matter who it was.
I understood the point, but you missing your own point. Universe. Don't put that in the universe.
No, man. You're not a boxer, so it's not gonna happen.
You're right.
That's why I use you.
Artist. I'm haymaking Hill.
Hey, so I gotta ask y'all a question. Is it time for America's favorite game show?
Nah, man, not yet.
It ain't. Why it ain't?
Not yet. Hold on. Because man, it's we still got rookie QBs and week 5 recap.
Shit. All right.
You feel me? But I mean, if y'all want,
go ahead.
We here with the rookie quarterback. We here with
these niggas suck. Oh shit! I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what happened when you drunk at 6.
Look, they about to go back to your podcast logs.
Yeah. I can say it. It's all right.
Adam Gruden.
You got some other stuff in there, man.
So we got some rookie quarterbacks, and all of them have played. All of them had multiple starts. Let's just start off with the start of number one. What we thinking about Trevor Lawrence so far?
I think Trevor Lawrence is still as advertised, man. I think he just has a terrible head coach. And he doesn't play for the best team. But when I watch him drop back and see, Eric is just speaking as a fan, when I just watch him like his QB stuff, yeah, but it's like he can't come in there and just make them a Super Bowl contender, bro. It's gonna take more than that. His coach is finger popping, bro. Like, so it's like, come on, you gonna and you are gonna say he's horrible.
This broken finger,
but
so much good.
But y'all can go. That's just my take on Trevor
No.
Lawrence. I think he's a young QB. He's gonna grow, but I think he's as advertised.
I'm gonna go because I think AJ gonna say kind of steal my thunder, so I don't want to.
Damn. So you gonna steal my thunder?
Yeah, because definitely, I'm the coaching staff is definitely. I'm not. I wasn't really the big hound Bevel anyway. I know. I felt. We on the same page. I wasn't really. He's not bad. Let me get that. I kind of feel
he's old school.
He's out. He's a little outdated.
He's outdated.
He's outdated, and I don't think that he's putting Trevor in the best position to succeed. Has he looked bad? No, he hasn't looked bad. He definitely looks like the talent is there, but I think the coaching staff is handcuffing him a little bit. But go ahead,
so
AJ.
He looks talented in spite of the coaching staff. Okay, all right. So I personally believe
not to that level though, but I feel it. I understand.
No. Yeah, so I definitely think Trevor Lawrence is. I'm not going to say as advertised because I still need to see more, but I still think that his talent warranted him being the number one overall pick, and he can be a winning quarterback in this league. He definitely needs better coaching, and I'm going to kind of steal the words from my quarterback that told him after the game. He said, "Hang in there, it gets better." And I'm hoping I just truly hope it does get better for Trevor Lawrence because the situation that he's in is completely fucked. Because bro, your own coach just snitched on you. Your coach was in his shit and he said, "But Trevor, bro, you don't deserve that." And so I do hope it gets better. And so and here goes another. I'm so glad you said that, Eric.
Yeah,
you have one of the best running backs in the league. Use him. That also proves that Travis Etienne pick was terrible. Why are you using?
But remember when I tried to tell him that?
You have James Robinson. Why are you using another pick on Travis Etienne? The trend of getting someone that you're familiar with, I understand that.
I argue with people,
but why not get Amari Rodgers? Why not get
he was proven, bro.
Cornell? Why not get somebody else? James Robinson gave you enough, especially as a running back. Running back has the easiest transition from college to the NFL.
And you needed more help other places.
You're getting.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not.
I am.
I said I'm not gonna do that.
And I'm gonna do it because as a team with the number one overall pick, you need to acquire talent at
we all say let's not get on the Jags.
The premium position.
Let's go to this.
You don't need to do that. All right, cool. We can move on.
I'm gonna rebuttal this right quick though. But like you said, you had an additional first round pick. Like I said, what's wrong with having a 1-2 punch? Like if they had a 1-2 punch, like I said, maybe that would help Trevor Lawrence even better. Like let's not just negate and just say it was a bad pick because he's not even here. Okay. We don't even know how good he was going to be. Maybe he's better than James Robinson.
I understand that. But what if you got instead of getting James talent. What if instead of you got James Robinson, Travis Etienne, you get a security blanket like Pat Freiermuth? Or
they had receivers, bro. Like
they have receivers. They don't have a tight end.
They don't have a tight end, but why would you pick Pat Freiermuth, whatever, in the first round?
A security blanket.
Why would you pick him in the first round?
Didn't he get picked in the second?
He wasn't a first round pick, so why would you pick him in the first round?
But was Travis Etienne? Was Travis Etienne gonna be a first round pick without the Jags?
Let's go to the next QB, man.
Okay, all right. My bad.
He would have. He was in a position to be one of the best running backs. Like it was between him and Najee Harris.
So put this up there with that Mark said. Yeah. Trey Lance throw the ball so damn hard, he was throwing over everyone.
That's not the second one. We're gonna go to Zach. We're gonna go to Zach Wilson. We're gonna go in order.
Okay.
Zach Wilson.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
So I'm still not sold on Zach Wilson.
Yeah, I never was.
I never was. He has made some throws that have been like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But I feel like anybody who has played quarterback in the NFL, I feel like Tim Tebow might have made a couple throws. He was like, oh shit.
He made one. He made one or two.
He made one or two. I was like, okay, this motherfucker can throw a little something.
not a little something.
It look a little funny,
but no.
What
I will say about Zach Wilson, I like how he set up and throw the ball. He got a nice throw and delivery, and he can spin it. But I'm not 100.
It's the decision making.
Yeah, but I do think he can read. But it's the decision making, and I do think that he feel like his arm, because I like how I like his arm. He probably feel like it's a little bit better than what it is at this point, and he's trying to force it where he shouldn't be forcing it at. I think he will get better with experience, but I'm not sold on him yet, and I was not. But he does have a nice arm, so that could translate if he can get his head on the shoulders.
I just think everything about New York right now is just in a state of flux. Like,
it's in the shitter. Don't say state
of flux. Because Donald could just leave and just look good. Donald
just
look good.
I won't even say he looked good though.
He just lost to the Eagles. He did not look good. He looked like New York. He looked like New York Donald.
He's been who he is. He's just on a better team now. That's all it is. Yeah, he's just on a better team.
No, he's played better. I'm not gonna say he's played better.
And that's what I was trying to say. You was trying
to. No. Your point went a little too far. And
I meant good for him.
Went a little too far.
I'm just saying, so it's like he was looking good for him.
Them numbers is fairly similar. I'll say that, but he's on a better team, so it
he
picks
is
him
on
up
a better
little
team.
bit.
Yeah,
that's
but I mean, but if you actually,
I get you.
I'm not gonna say that, but it's just that it's looking. But it's a whole different regime, coaching staff, and so we can't blame Adam Gase. What's going on in New York? Like I said. It's a whole new coach. It's a whole new coaching staff, and
it's all new, so they do need some time.
But let's give him some time.
But you're still gonna look bad when you have Adam Gase.
Like I said, so
Adam Gase is trash.
Yo, boy,
who
Trey Lance, AJ.
Trey Lance, 100%. That's still my guy.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I felt like he shouldn't start right away. But I feel like he's still gonna have the better career.
And what did I say?
He has the talent. You not sold on nobody from North Dakota State.
But no, I also said that I think that Jimmy might be back this year, and y'all ain't believe me, man. Y'all, what you think now?
No. So what I was saying.
I hear you.
So I didn't say I didn't think he would be back. I thought personally, once you put Trey Lance as the official starter, you might as well just roll with him. And
I mean, you should.
Oh God!
I know you're gonna mess with you.
Right.
So just go ahead. What I tend to do sometimes when, like I said, when it's not my team, when I listen to the fan base, and I try to listen to the fan base. The consensus, what I'm getting about this fan base, they're a little upset at Kyle Shanahan.
Wow. Yeah.
Did you see how they use Trey Lance?
Exactly.
He's from North Dakota State, bro.
I'm not arguing that, but that was a terrible ass game plan, bro. Like that game plan that he had. We'll talk about that.
You might as well be running the wing tee.
But this is my thing. So you telling me that Kyle Shanahan has been able to draw up for everybody, from RG3 to Kirk to Jimmy to all these people, right? Mm-hmm. But now all of a sudden he can't draw up for Trey Lance, bro. And we acting like Trey Lance done showed us something before. I'm thinking that Trey Lance. This is my interpretation. I feel like Trey Lance can handle whatever the game plan was, and so they had to get this version of the game plan. So it's on Trey Lance, not Kyle Shanahan, because we know what Kyle Shanahan brings to the table.
Now, Cannon, I wasn't in sold on Trey Lance either. Don't sit here and make it seem like I'm out here vouching.
No, I'm
like
not
I'm
trying
AJ.
to, but I don't want us to.
But
This is for the San. That was for the San Fran fans. That's not for you. That wasn't for you here.
He looking funny in the light, bro. He looking because
he got Trey Lance. Got him looking funny in the light.
You said, and I quote, "He is not an expert like everybody's claiming him to be."
But he better than that though, and that to me looks like inferior product, bro. Okay. That's all. That we'll see. Time will reveal. I might be wrong, but I did say that statement though.
He only had one star. Everybody else had multiple stars. Yeah. He only had one star.
Let's see what he can do.
They're on the bye week, so we'll see. Who's the next one?
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields. Roller coaster.
Yeah, roller coaster. Because this week was better.
But
that week that I started him in fantasy.
If we gonna talk about Shanahan, we like.
No, we're not. No. Now we're not even gonna do it. He's not in the same class as Shanahan, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. If we gonna say, oh, the game plan for Trey Lance was terrible, from Shanahan. Nagy, the game plan for Justin Fields, just that team in general. Mm-mm.
Yeah, now that's Nagy's fault this time. I'm blaming all Nagy. But nah, he'll look me dead in the face. I said, hell. He said, but you ain't got no quarterback though. I said, I just picked up Justin Fields. He said, did you see him last week when he was in for them few plays? I said, it's a brand new week, baby. I said, this man put up 1 point.
I'm trying to get this man on Winners Watch, bro. I'm like, bro, get you a quarterback, bro. I'm like, I can't be talking about. I mean, we still in the same league. I can't give you insider trade. But I'm like, bro, go get you a quarterback, bro. I got Field. I'm like, all right.
Oh man! And look, that joint haunted me when he was performing, bro. All I kept hearing was him saying, "Did you see him last week?"
in his defense, he is getting better more and more.
I think I had to cut him, bro. His ass is down.
And you should. And Eric, we are not talking about fantasy because, boy, you may not be in the 3-man league next year. The way if you go, I'm gonna let you know right on air. If you go winless, you will be replaced. So you better get you a win immediately. Matt Jones.
Funny. I think it's time, man.
Matt Jones, what? We got to finish with Matt Jones.
Oh, yeah, we got Mac Jones. Oh, man, Mac Jones been impressive to me, man.
Is he?
I won't say he's been impressive.
You know why he's been impressive to me?
Management.
I was sleeping on him.
Okay. That makes sense.
I was sleeping on him.
That makes sense.
So it was one throw. I think I thought I texted you on a group. I can't remember. It was one throw that he did. That was a dime. I don't care what nobody say. He put it over. I don't know what type of defense they was in, but he put it over 2 defenders just right in his player's hand. I was like, oh, that took some touch. You feel me? Yeah. It wasn't just zip it in there or something. Like he put some touch on there. I was like, okay. All right. So they got a foundation, and his coach is trying to gonna try to put him in a position. So we might be able to see something.
My thing about Matt Jones is, I know the negative term is, he's a bus driver. He's a bus driver. He's a bus driver.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Somebody got to drive the bus.
Somebody got to drive the bus to the championship,
where you need to go. Wherever you need to go, I get us there.
Yeah.
And what am I going to say? Can they find him a reliable target?
Yep.
And can you go find a bona fide number 1 receiver? I'm not saying go get you DeAndre Hopkins. I'm just saying, can you just go get him a reliable number 1 receiver? And if you can't get him a reliable number 1 receiver, can you go get him a Cole Beasley? Can you go get him a Hunter Renfrow? Mm-hmm. Somebody that he can just go to third down for.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody, somebody reliable.
Just stay ahead of the chains.
That's
literally what Brady was doing for real. Staying ahead of the chains.
Do not do him a disservice of the Patriot way of Kendrick Bournes and stuff like that. Not can you go get him
open box specials.
And if you actually go get him some talent, you will have something. But if you go out there with this, this Patriot way,
Facts.
It's going to be more of the same. AJ,
Yeah.
you didn't diss him. You didn't say anything.
No.
I know you
just
want to say it.
No. Okay, we can move on.
Yeah, we sure can, because that's not even. Do you see Burrow dropping these bombs, bro, off the chase?
My whole thing is he's not better. I think they both do different things well, but
No, Burrow's better, bro.
like Herbert is to me, like
It's
if
not
I'll
even
put them in
close.
the same. I'll put them
I
in the
like
same
Herbert too.
class. I'll put them in the same class, but
Why?
I'm not going to say Herbert's better than Joe Burrow.
Of course, you won't say it.
Because I think Justin
why I
Herbert
said.
is in a better offense that's going to play to his strengths.
That's
We're
why
not
I
not
ain't
we're
judging offenses. I'm
we're,
judging raw
we're not going to.
quarterback talent, bro.
And that's my point. So from what you see, what people see from like highlights and stuff like that, you're not going to see a whole bunch of stuff from Joe Burrow that looks amazing because
I
he's not
do.
an offense. Like you're going to see a whole bunch of like
What?
intermediate routes, and you're going to see some small
That's
stuff, and you have a couple touch
that's what
plays.
makes quarterback.
Justin Herbert is going to get those 60-yard touchdowns because he's going to air it out because he's in an offense that allows him to do that. Austin Eckler is out here catching shit out of the backfield, taking it 30 yards, but we don't use Joe Mixon like that. You got Mike
He be
Williams running down
dinged
the
up.
field. You got Mike Williams running down, and Austin Eckler don't be dinged up.
That boy be available, man.
Who? Austin Eckler be available? Go look at his games play real quick.
Hey,
and then come back to.
We
We ain't gonna spend time on this. Let's
I'm gonna end it right here. How many games have Joe Burrow played?
He's played 15.
How many games have Justin Herbert played?
So what? 16 and 5, so 20 something.
You know, you know damn well Burrow ain't played no damn 15 games yet.
I think he might have, like,
because he
played
10. He played 10 games
last year.
Yeah, he got hurt in week 10.
Okay,
But
y'all didn't have a bye yet.
I don't think we haven't had our bye yet. I don't think we had our bye last year, unless so if he hadn't played 15, he's played 14.
So off games alone played, Herbert has the edge. You know what I'm saying? I feel you know what I'm saying, you want to give him it's not a landslide pick, it's a debatable pick, but off games played alone, off offensive player of the year, that he won that, right? Off awards alone, you have to give it to Herbert.
What I'm saying is, it's like better, yes, like awards, maybe,
that wasn't,
yes.
It didn't say
just off of like who's more talented, who's more talented. I'm not gonna give him that.
I'm definitely not. When you ask me who's better, I'm thinking about throwing. And the first thing that comes to my mind is placement, bro. And when I'm looking at these deep ball bombs dropping into Chase and Higgins laps, bro, this dude got talent, man. Raw talent. Like,
I love everything about Joe Burrow. It's not a diss, not at all.
Herbert, and I'm not knocking Herbert because I like Herbert.
The edges goes to Herbert.
But I'm not mad. I'm not mad at you saying that either. But I'm just saying, for me, like, accolades, like, especially when he was injured. So it's like I don't even care about none of them accolades. Ain't the chip. So
I was hesitant to go ahead and crown Herbert. My team went against Herbert. I went against him and seen what he could do.
My team did too.
So
I seen him.
Your team also went against Burrow too, right?
Yeah.
All right.
And that's what I'm saying. I seen both of them. So
let's go on.
And I'm giving the edge to Joe. We seen Joe last year too. Before when he.
Well, here's what I'll say. I understand why I'm not mad at anybody who would pick Herbert over Joe Burrow. What I'm saying is the situation that Justin Herbert in allows him to look better.
Mm-hmm.
They call plays to make him look better. They call plays to help him look better. They call plays to allow him to open things up. They don't do that in Cincinnati. So Joe Burrow's going to look like he's dinking and dunking. That's what he does majority of the game. And then he's like, all right, hey, bro, we down. Let's get out of this shit.
Bombs away.
I need us to win this shit. Or I need to do something off the script because guess what? The pocket's breaking down. I'm going to make a play. Oh, Jamar Chase, my motherfucker.
Hey.
Let's go deep.
Fact or cap, let's do it, man.
Oh, that's what we get into. America's favorite game show. All right, because I'm gonna start this bitch off because I'm gonna take us back to something that we was on.
Mm-hmm.
Fact or cap, Deontay Wilder will never be a heavyweight world champion ever again.
Cap.
Okay, Cannon.
Who got the belts before I add? There's other belts out there.
Yeah, so I believe Fury has one. Oh no, Fury has two, right?
Yeah, Fury has two, I think, and he got the Lineal and the Ring magazine. And so it's only I think it's two outstanding, maybe. It depends on who has the belts, man. But I don't know. If he faces a boxer, fact.
WBC has Dylan White. He could beat Dylan White.
He could beat everybody else.
Not coming in shaky like
and then Trevor Bryan has
gas in round 2.
Who the dude that just beat AJ?
Alexander Usyk.
Wilder can't beat him.
I've told y'all about Usyk.
Wilder can't beat him. Everybody else, line him up. Wilder beat him.
Yeah, I want to see Fury.
That's if he ever get his legs back, man. Thanks to his corner.
It has to be Fury and Usyk. Like,
there's no other fight.
Like, I don't give a damn about nothing. First off, and I think Mark said it in the comment. It needs to be Joshua and Wilder. They need to fight.
Mm-hmm.
When he said that, that's what I wanted to get to. They just put Deontay Wilder on a mandatory 6-month suspension, like a health suspension.
So that's what. Yeah, that's what. Bro,
you can't train during the suspension.
Not at no certified boxing gym.
Yeah, and my thing is also
his ass won't at no certified boxing gym anyway.
But if that's where his headquarters are set up, like he can't. He gotta chill, bro. Like he need to, bro. His equilibrium is off here.
That's fine.
And here's my thing, Hill, is we always talk about with boxing timelines also. So that means if we're gonna get a Wilder Anthony Joshua fight, that means
that's
Anthony Joshua, out, bro. That's pretty much a year out because Anthony Joshua also just fought.
Yeah.
And so
he's gonna have for another fight before then.
He's gonna be looking for another fight also sometime. And then so it's just like then even when Wilder gets back, is Wilder gonna get a tune-up? What is Wilder gonna do? So how are their timelines gonna add up also?
Yeah.
They need to be correlating their timeline right now.
I understand that.
First off,
it's boxing business, baby.
And that's the point.
You ain't gonna get it in 2022, baby.
Okay. We don't want.
You don't even remember that.
I know. It caught me late. I think who do we want to see Joshua fight anyway?
Deontay Wilder.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? We don't want to see them fight nobody else. Do you want to see Ruiz? Exactly. We go to next.
I would like to see Ruiz and Wilder.
You would like to, but who'd you rather see first?
I would rather see Joshua, but I think that Ruiz
fight. Like Ruiz, man.
I think
that's not a bad fight.
I think
that's not a bad fight at all.
I don't even like Joshua. I don't even want to see dude fight. So I don't want to see the Wilder Joshua.
Joshua Wilder would be more money. It would be more money.
That's why I said Ruiz.
I think Ruiz would be a fight.
Joshua don't have no option. He all about that money, right?
Yeah.
All right then. So
I don't even want to see dude fight, man. He ain't got no heart.
We talking business though, bro. We're not even talking about skill or none of that. We only talking business right now.
Yeah, that's true.
He ain't got nowhere else to go but to talk. He better call out Fury, or he better just, you know what I'm saying.
Fury want the belts at this point.
We go to the next one. Your turn. Okay. Your turn, Cannon.
Go ahead. It's on you. You said you had something loaded up.
Whoa. But you was ready, yo. You wasn't good to the second.
I ain't got no fact I was ready to answer. You feel
all
me?
Right.
All right. I do got one.
What is
I got one.
On the side?
Fact or cap. Jack Del Rio should have been fired Monday. I was going to say Sunday.
Cap, bro. Come on now.
How? How? I know AJ gonna be real. If anybody can feel me on this one, it better be AJ.
Why is that?
I'm gonna say Cap, bro, because y'all look terrible. Mm-hmm. Y'all defense look terrible, and it's the expectations that y'all had.
Mm-hmm. It's not the expectation, bro.
Like the expectations that y'all had, y'all are nowhere close. But bro, the way that things are going,
scheme only while we're losing, bro.
Talk to us.
Scheme only, which is why I say he should be fired, bro. And that's the thing. Y'all probably don't watch the games. Hill did watch the Giant game, and he know the one play that we sent more than 4, bro, we immediately got home and caused disruption. We have been in a zone shell the entire season, 96% of the time. And that's without me even doing no analytics, bro, because I've seen every play. And Landon Collins is getting cooked, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He is getting cooked. If you like, if I were Jack Del Rio, I would have week 3 put this man at linebacker. I don't care what he said. That was supposed to be. I'd have put him at linebacker, and I would let Cam Curl and Bobby McCain run the safeties. But they're not making no adjustments, bro. They're doing the same thing that they did Thursday night against the Giants Hill, and we're running that, and we're not doing anything to get our guys free. So that's why I say he should be fired.
But my question is, but this is not what y'all ran last year. I'm confused. This definitely not. This heavy zone that y'all been doing is not what y'all been doing.
That's my point. So why aren't you doing what we do? So you're the coach.
That's why I'm asking. That's your team.
I don't know what and that's why. So I'm saying that's why when y'all say like we ain't meeting expectations, it ain't because we don't have the players that can do it. It's because they're out of position, bro. They're literally out of position. And then you got the worst person trying to play the deep third.
I know
you have Landon Collins.
Rivera comes from a zone. He has a zone scheme. He has his own. Yeah, I don't know if he put more emphasis on his scheme since y'all had an actual off season and y'all didn't have an off season last year. I don't know what's different. I do know one thing though. Everything about y'all defense is and like I told you, like I said a couple shows ago,
Ron used to blitz in Carolina, man, because he did it when we used to play him.
I didn't say he didn't blitz.
I'm just saying we ain't doing, bro. We ain't doing nothing, bro. With the scheme,
personnel not fitting the scheme, and I don't understand why not. Like these is handpicked players.
Yep,
these are handpicked players. Y'all went and got William Jackson. Y'all went and signed.
William Jackson has probably played the best outside of the scheme.
I'm not dissing him. I'm not dissing him, but I'm just
Kendall Fuller. You ain't heard his name, bro. He ain't checking a person. That's why. You see what I'm saying? He's checking an area of the field. And if you stay in this same zone and you're playing to Justin Herbert, he's gonna say, bro, just run through Fuller's zone, bro, and I'm gonna find you.
This is the one that this is my outside perspective. How do you have a good front seven and not using the front seven?
Thank you. And
only sitting in 4 and drop everyone back in zone, waiting to get cooked. And that's that's Mark Jackson right there. Give you credit. But that's my thing. You drunk the Kool-Aid. When everybody telling you I got the best front 4.
That's why he should be fired.
Because y'all was sitting in 4 last year. Though.
I never. Do I just send 4 on Madden? No. So I never believed that. I had that same defensive line last year. That was a problem. We stopped Zeke to get to the joint. Not with 4, bro. With 6.
Nah, y'all was sending 4 a lot last year though.
I don't. No, we didn't, bro. Don't let that fool you, bro. We were sending 5 and 6 last year, bro. 5 and 6. We were doing stunts on the line, bro. They're rushing straight up the field, bro.
That's what I'm saying. When you sit there and have a whole off season and everybody's just praising you, everybody had y'all as the
and he should be card, and Jack should be fired for that. He drunk the Kool-Aid.
I think Eric asked you. Yeah, here you go. Eric said, if you fire him, who you going to get?
I don't care who you get. at this point, if they got a blitz package, pick them up, bro, because the talent is there.
Here's your only option, to be quite honest, right now. What you would have to do is similar to what we did when we fired Terrell Austin.
Yeah.
Marvin Lewis had to just go back to what he did and take over the defense.
Yeah.
So what's gonna need to happen is, if you fire Jack Del Rio right now, Ron Rivera is gonna have to take over your defense right now until the end of the season.
And I'm cool with that.
What's the question that I asked y'all last year? How hard is it to fire your homeboy?
Uh-huh.
All right now.
Yeah.
All right
that's
now.
the thing. That's why he ain't getting fired.
Can you throw in that towel for your mans?
He ain't getting fired, bro.
Fact to cap. Is there cause for concern in Kansas City?
Oh, 100%. Yes.
Facts.
Facto.
Facts. Why wouldn't it be?
That was going to be a question that I had.
I picked them for the Super Bowl. You think I'm going to sit up here and say ain't no cause for concern?
AJ too?
I'm worried. People are already saying, all of y'all, they going in the group saying y'all had them. You feel me? And look,
bro,
man.
I didn't think their defense would be this terrible.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, man.
Because it wasn't this terrible last year.
But it's also the offense.
It was.
No,
last year was.
They were opportunistic, and they were able to at least.
Chris Jones been out.
Say it again.
They were opportunistic, and they had that. We're gonna bend, but we can get you some stops.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all they needed. They, with the Kansas City defense, they needed at least 2 to 3 stops a game.
Yeah.
And allow that offense to be like, okay,
mm-hmm.
we gonna get points on majority of our possessions.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like we gonna give up points on majority of our possessions, and if y'all don't score touchdowns, we gonna lose.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get and so it's just like,
so the pressure is different.
And so it's a little bit different when the teams that you were playing were hoping to they had to play for a touchdown, and if they got a field goal, they felt it was a loss because they knew you was gonna get 7. And now it's like, we can probably get 7.
Sub me in.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we can probably get 7 too. And so now our offense against your defense is gonna look like your offense. So we're gonna be in a motherfucking shootout. And what did I say? It looks like Patrick Mahomes is getting bored and he's got to lock in. So it's almost like now he's pressing, trying to make shit happen, because now he can't, he's like, all right, I'm gonna make this play because I have to make the play.
So me.
Devon, get the table. Oh,
all right.
Froze. Oh,
no. Froze. You froze.
Okay.
You said they was optimistic, whatever, right?
Uh-huh.
They ain't used to their quarterback having this many turnovers. You know, he got the same amount of interceptions that he had all last year, right?
Right.
Already.
100%. Yeah.
Already. You said he was bored, he need to lock in and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where he's getting careless with the football and throwing the ball away. This defense ain't good enough for this offense to have turnovers. So it's a cause for concern. And it's easy to blame the defense because we don't want to, the golden boy, Patrick Mahomes, we don't want to say anything bad about him.
Nah, he ain't been perfect.
Right.
And and nobody is exempt from criticism. like AJ said, his ass need to lock in, stop all this no-look pass and all this stuff, and do what you got to do. But what we saying is, you putting this defense in harm's way being careless. This defense is not that good. This defense wasn't good last year.
Right.
The defense was bad. The defense got hot when they won the Super Bowl. The defense was, they had turnovers. They had timely turnovers last year. And that's cool. And if they got the turnovers, cool. That, the offense was going to do their thing. They're not doing that this year. And he's doing it.
Yeah.
That's cause for concern. Y'all need to tighten your ass up.
Yeah, man. Hold Reed down, man.
I seen this one in the group, and it wasn't even mine. So I want to give my bro Marcus Farmer some love. He said Lamar Jackson is the MVP candidate right now. No debating. So fat the cap. Is Lamar Jackson the MVP candidate?
Who was on Lamar first, man?
Now, come on now.
Even before AJ and his Josh Allen comparison.
No.
Who wanted that Lamar Jackson?
Who said it was time to move on from Andy Dalton? Who said it was time to move on from Andy Dalton and draft Lamar Jackson?
This is an easy fight because we was all.
Don't say before because
who was at Louisville with it, man?
I seen what he did to Florida State. You ain't the only Florida State fan in this motherfucker. I seen that shit too. And you know what? And this is why I've always been a Lamar Jackson, kind of, I won't say stan, but someone who's like bigged him up because at Louisville, he's been a pocket passer since he's been in college. He ran Bobby Petrino's offense. That's not just an offense you're going to run, and he's thrown for the pocket. What we have said is he needs weapons who can allow him to make these throws easier. He has to throw over the middle.
Shout out to Hollywood for saying, you know what?
There you go.
So that's what I'm saying,
Shout out to Hollywood saying, you know what? They don't want to go and get you nothing. I'll form into one. You have three
people here who ain't bust. Yeah, you got 3 people here who ain't gonna put up no fight.
They about to be eating their words real soon. Cause that's why you had to delete your blog, man. Hollywood.
Yeah. and Mark Andrew and
I went to sleep, bro. I'm like, I'm good. I got my first one.
I didn't want to text you.
Bro, I could have. It was the worst morning ever, bro.
So
worst morning ever, man.
My last one. Fact, Kyrie not playing at all this year, right?
No, that's fact.
Cap, because I don't know, bro. Like Kyrie can be one way today and be one way tomorrow, bro, and act like none of this ever even happened. So I don't know if he's ready to walk away from basketball yet. And also if he gets traded to one of these teams where that's not the requirement in their locale, like a Texas team, then we may see him. So it's like, there's a lot of factors. I'm going to say Cap, I think we see him at some point this year.
My thing about it is just, it's so many damn rumors of circulating with it, and he don't really give you much when he talk.
He don't give you nothing, bro.
It's like, how can you? And then it's like, if you're against Kyrie, it's like you ain't trying to hit none of that anyway. So it's like if they bash him, it's good. It's wild. It's just it's a tricky situation because I definitely don't think one of the rumors that it's a rumor that says if he gets traded, he will retire.
It sounds good.
I believe that rumor because he chose Brooklyn. Like, think about it. He didn't have to go to Brooklyn. Whoa.
Brooklyn already said they're not going to extend him, so
they're not going to extend him. That's the they got to pay their leverage. They got to.
So this is your last year anyway, huh? We come back and not, and so ain't no point to come back. Ain't no point in get the shot just to come back for 1 year, and then you have the shot, and you gonna retire next year because you ain't being extended.
They've been trying to do the extension for the longest time, and now
I'm rolling with AJ, bro. AJ said they ain't extending them.
No. They just came out with a report that said they're not giving them extension.
That's why I'm rolling with AJ.
They've been trying to.
But here's my thing. Here's my thing with that hill. They've been trying to, but he's also the number 3 on that team. He's replaceable.
Replaceable who? You love trading people, but did for who?
But what I'm saying,
someone who's gonna be there every day.
That's what I'm saying.
Practice.
So what I'm saying here
Ben
is
Simmons.
Since Kyrie has gotten to Brooklyn, how many games has he played?
The same as he would played if he wasn't. I mean, he's injury prone. What are you saying?
Okay, so what I'm saying is, yeah, he may be injury prone. And Kyrie, you guys know I'm not truly sold on Kyrie. I don't think he can be the number 1 on a championship team.
We're not saying he's number 1.
Right? No, I get that. But as a number 3, you can't play more than 40, 50 games anyway.
He didn't sign up to be a number 3. Go ahead.
He didn't sign up to be a number 3, but he's a number 3 now.
When you recruited harder, you de facto are signing up to be a number 3.
So you didn't sign up to be a number 3. And guess what? We made a move, and now your ass is number 3. It's the same thing. You got drafted to Cleveland. You thought you was number 1. Hey, Bron decided he wanted to come back. And guess what? You gonna take a back seat to Bron, regardless of what the fuck you think you are.
Okay,
so that's what happens.
Get to your
What I'm saying is yeah, you may not get someone who is as good as Kyrie, but you can get someone who can fit your team better and will be available more than Kyrie. And that can still come out
availability for me.
And that can still come out as a net positive.
Your best ability,
availability. And so yeah, you may not be Kyrie, but if you play 74 games and you give me and you average maybe 5 to 6 points less than what Kyrie was going to give me, but you here for 70 plus games over that average, you're doing better for my team.
Yeah. Then you be the Boston Celtics.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
No. Because the Boston Celtics don't have a Kevin Durant or a James Harden.
Winning the chip, no way, bro.
Boston Celtics don't have a James Harden or a Kevin Durant.
The whole thing was getting rid of Kyrie, and they will be better. Less is better. No. I'm disputing your point. No. We're not talking about Kevin. We're not talking about Kevin Durant. We're not talking about James Harden. We're talking about getting less of Kyrie, get rid of Kyrie. And getting lesser production, but you're playing more games.
I'm just saying they're not going to do it either way. With Kyrie, without him, they're not getting it done. That's cool. That's what I'm saying.
That's fine. That's
all
not,
I'm saying.
Not, we'll get to this when we get to the NBA.
Positive because you still have Kevin Harden. I mean,
what is the next?
Boy, let's get out of here, man.
It's boring. My thing is though, it's like you're trading what? Because if he's threatening,
yeah, he's not. He don't
have. You're losing leverage on anything. Yeah. So what you gonna go out there and get who?
Somebody that's available. We said
okay, cool.
It ain't gonna be a good person. It's a bad situation.
Exactly. So go ahead and get Gordon Dragic and his ass be available. Like, yo, he's a better fit for the team because he's there.
But this dude don't want to play though. He's like,
but he's there. He's available. He's available. He's a better fit because
what I'm supposed to do with this man? He won't play for the team, bro. Like he wasn't playing last year for the team.
He got hurt.
Even before he got hurt,
I've never seen somebody take PTO in a professional league because it was their birthday.
This is the most we've ever seen before he got hurt, bro.
He took PTO for his birthday and said it was a family emergency.
Going AWOL, bro. That's why he got hurt. Not practicing and doing the same things that everybody else is doing to maintain this professional status of an NBA player. That's why he got hurt. And I predicted he would get hurt like that. So it's like my thing is, if the dude don't want to be here, and I gotta take Dragic for him, then that's just gotta be what it is. Do I want that him? No, by all means I don't. I would rather have this man, but this man clearly don't want to suit up for me. So it's like, what I gotta do? At some point, I have to cut my losses, bro. Regardless of how talented this dude is, if he ain't gonna play. And so it's like
the thing about and then the other stupid, I'm gonna call it stupid rumor. He said he's not against the vaccine. He's against the mandate. Like
I feel him on that. I was the same way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the man.
And you know what? And that's the problem.
But I also
he is the poster child of the right message, but the wrong person.
Deliver it.
Yep.
Yeah, he don't know how to deliver it.
That's it. Yeah. That's it. He's terrible at that.
But I don't know what he could have done with as far as him feeling that way about the vaccine and not wanting to get it. I don't know what else he could have done to do this better. It's just unfortunate all the other things that he did before then. You see what I'm saying?
It's unfortunate that he's in New York.
It's all this whole COVID, the mandates, everything. It's
only in New York and in San Francisco. It's only, I think, and maybe
for the NBA
and maybe Canada, but they got a policy, but they're not mandating it.
It's not mandated for the Wizards.
No, it's not mandated in the NBA. They have a separate.
It's a local. It's a
state thing.
It's a state thing. Like I said, so he's unfortunate that he's in New York. That's really the problem.
Wanted, but that the universe here. So you brought it up earlier. So he wanted to go to New York, and that's the funny thing about it. He wanted to badmouth Braun on the podcast with KD. He wanted to do all of that thing. So it's like, be careful what you ask for, man. You just might get it. I mean, you're in New York with a mandate over you that you hate now. You was in Boston. You forced your way up out of Cleveland. Yeah. His track record, bro. I'm starting. You know, I was a Fly Reed fan, bro. I used to call this man Fly Reed. I can't ride with him no more. Like at some point, I cannot continue to ride with you, bro, because it's getting Kanye-ish, bro.
Hey, I know it sounds like I'm the Kyrie apologist, but I'm not. But trading him makes 0 sense.
It's a lose-lose. That's why I say it's a bad situation. So
keeping him, he's not gonna play.
Trading him, get Gordon Dragic, the same result. I'd rather gamble with Kyrie and the flat earth. 0. And the flat earth.
The shell gonna kill us, man. We got to get up out of here.
And the flat earth, then they would Gordon Dragic and shit.
I feel you.
Yeah, man. It's your 3 favorite guys. We up out of here. Thank you for supporting us. Hill, hit him with the spill.
Catch us on all major podcast platforms, 3Man Weave, Instagram, Twitter, 3Man Weave _. You can email us at podcast.3.man.weave@gmail.com. We also on TikTok and Twitch, 3Man Weave _. This is episode 125. I'm Hill. That's AJ. That's Cannon. We out.
Move Javante
AJ, El Presidente, Eddie Kane University. Hill gonna heal, regardless. You, Buchanan, Bethel High School, by way of 3Man Weave, LLC.
Michelle, producer, Faith Overseer.
You can catch this wave from